1989 Ford Escort RS Turbo in red. 1.6 litre turbo engine, this one. Needs a little bit of love in places, but it's a good base to start off with. I've been red and it is an RS Turbo, and it's not nice to see one sensibly priced for a change. Bodyweight wise, I'm going to start off at the bonnet, work our way around the car onto the interior, and then we'll go for an engine start up. I will be using a booster pack. The battery is flat. I will try and charge it, but bear in mind, worst case scenario, it's going to need a battery, this one. Right, across the front of the bonnet there. It's all nice and straight. It's all nice and red. A little bit of lacquer peel just at the back of the wing, we're on the left-hand side there. Got a few little marks in the paint here on the scuttle. As you come down the bonnet nice and straight, there's a few little bubbles in the paint itself. And it is a little bit flat, a few little stone chips here and there. I've got a little bit of bubbling starting on the left-hand side of the nose cone there, on the edge of the bonnet. You can just see that there. Again, a few bits of bubbling in the paint on the bonnet itself, around the vent, but all nice and straight. No big dings or dents on it. As we come up the left-hand side, you'll see we need some attention to the left-hand side pillar. See where that is there on the wing top. Come back down, light lenses are nice and clear. Bumper corners all scuff-free on the left-hand side at the top. We've got a mark on the bottom of the left-hand side. We've got a various bits and pieces of stone chips across the front edge, and the odd little bit of paint flake here and there. Nice and tidy on the right-hand side, and again, a little bit of a cracking on the lower half of the vent where it's caught something there. Nice and tidy on the light lenses. As we come up the wing top on the right hand side, all nice and straight up the wing, no problems there. Nice and tidy around the wheel arch. See the body kit sort of been smoothed into the bodywork. You can see that there. All nice and straight along that driver's arch. A few little bubbles in the paint at the top half. Matched wheels all the way around. We have got one of the sill covers in the car, but it does need another 3. Across the lower half of the wing, you see got sort of textured stone guard on the lower half. Nice and straight up the driver's door, the odd little stone chip here and there, which you can't see there. Wing mirror crap, no cracking in that there. A little bit of scratch on the corner, but apart from that, all nice and straight. Across the lower half, up onto the handle around the door. No heavy scratching here, but the odd mark and bits and pieces in the paint, the odd little sand and mark or bubble. We're going to quickly jump up onto the roof now. You can see the roof. A few little bubbles on the gutter rail, some starting at the back of the sunroof there. And a little bit more on the right-hand side corner. Across the leading edge is all good. And again, some more corrosion on the left-hand side. It hasn't broken through the paint yet. Come back down the pillar, a little bit of lacquer peel to the top. A little bit of rust at the back of the window on the driver's side rear quarter. Down the quarter, nice and straight again. I see the body kit's been smoothed in to the actual bodywork there. Few little bits starting at the back there by the fuel cap at the back of the arch. Nice and tidy around the petrol cap itself. All nice and straight down that quarter. A few little bits and pieces in the paint itself. It's going to want some paint work. As we come down the back bumper, again, with a little bit of creasing on the corner of the back bumper there. Apart from that, all okay. A few little marks on the rear corner on the right-hand side. As we come across the back bumper again, there's a few little marks, little scratches here and there, a bit of paint flake across the back bumper, but it's not dented anywhere across the actual back. Light lenses on the rear. A little bit of bubbling just starting on the left hand side of the tailgate there, another little bit further along by the light. Bit of paint flake around the handle, but no real corrosion. Nice and straight across the right hand side. The spoiler itself has got some cracking and some lacquer peel to the paint, and it's a little bit flat underneath the spoiler on the boot lid itself. You can't see the cracking there to the paintwork on the spoiler. As we come down the left-hand rear quarter, nice and straight again down the left-hand rear quarter, but we have got some cracking where the body kit's sort of been filled against the actual arches, all smoothed in. It has started to crack all the way around that left-hand side rear arch. Rest of the quarter, lovely and straight. A few little bits and pieces in the paint itself. Down the lower half, you can see it there. Let's come down the lower half again. We've got stone guard and painted in red across the lower half of the door. A little bit of a bleb at the back of the passenger front door there, and a few bits of cracking in the body kit. Some paint flake across the sill edge. Up the rest of the passenger door, nice and tidy, nice and straight around the handles. Do apologise for the background noise there. It's just Toby sorting out some motorbikes. We're going to jump up onto the roof now. We'll have a look at the sunroof from the left-hand side. You can clearly see that there. A little bit flat in the painting places on the left-hand side. So we come down onto the front wing. Lower half then around the wing, like I say, smoothed body kit all the way in, all nice and tidy. Some very, very small bubbling in the paintwork on the front left-hand arch. I've already pointed out that bit on the pillar on the left-hand side. Sits nice and level though. Just wants a little bit of love in places. So we go on to the interior now. Driver's front door card. It warrants a clean, but it's all there. Bit of wear to the handle there, and a little bit of sagging to the vinyl on the actual armrest itself. Sort of collapsed a little bit behind the door card, but no rips or tears. Rear seats all nice and presentable in the rear there. Wants a bit of a clean, but no holes, no cigarette burns or rips or tears I can see there. All nice and presentable in there. Like I say, it does want a bit of a clean in here. Headline is just starting to come down at the back, and that wants a clean as well. On the headline, it is a little bit dirty, so are the rear door cards. Seat itself on the front there, driver's seat's in lovely condition on the bolster. We've had no repairs at all to it. Lovely and tidy on the bolster side of things, all nice and firm. Same again with the lower half, no rips or tears there. A little bit of a burn in the middle of the seat, but the bolster, more importantly, they're normally hanging off. That's not the case. Dark grey carpet set throughout. Dashboard, no cracks to the dashboard at all. You can see the mileage there on 66194. A little bit of wear to the actual numbers on the speedo itself. Steering wheel's in nice condition. Nice and tidy down the centre console. Aftermarket head unit fitted, which is pretty common. And a turbo boost gauge there as well. No damp patches around the sunroof either. Can't get the boot open. I have put the key in, tried to open the boot, but I'm not going to start forcing it. I don't want to snap the key in the boot. You'll see there's no nasty holes in the parcel shelf. Into the left-hand side front again, door cards all okay, bit of wear to the handle there, and again a little bit of sagging to the back of the armrest. Dashboard's nice and tidy from the left-hand side. Nice carpet set again, and the seat itself, bolster, again lovely condition on the bolster, no sagging at all on the bolster. Insert swabs all good. A little bit of a burn there on the left-hand side front seat, but apart from that, all nice and presentable on that lovely Recaro. Both seats folding forward as they should. And again, wants a bit of a clean in the back, but no rips and tears for the left-hand side. Onto the engine bay, like I said, we have got a booster pack on it because the battery is flat. We did put some charge in, but it didn't seem to take any charge. Have a good look in there before we started up. It has got an immobiliser fitted, this one as well, so it might take James a couple of attempts to turn that off, but it's pretty standard for a 90s fast Ford. Cane and air filter fired straight into life with the booster pack on. No rattles, no nasty noises at all out of that there. No knocking, no horrible noises, but fire straight into life with the booster pack on. You do get a little bit of smoke out of it once it warms up a little bit. You do get a little bit of smoke, but it's a sensibly priced RS Turbo there. Good base to start off with. You've seen the bodywork, you've seen that little bit of smoke coming out the exhaust there. But where else are you going to find an RS Turbo for this money that runs, starts like that?